Hi students, this is lecture 2 for topic 1. In the previous lecture, you have seen the introduction about the topic budgeting. You have seen the definition of budgeting, the party who is responsible to prepare the budget, the importance of budgeting or the benefits of using budget in a company, etc. So in this second lecture, the focus is on the master budget, which is the most important budget that a business should use. Okay, let's see again. I think maybe I have explained about this in the previous lecture, but I will do it again. So a master budget is a comprehensive financial plan made up of various individual, departmental and activity budgets for the year. Component of master budget. There are two components of master budget. Operating budgets are concerned with income generating activities, and financial budget are concerned with inflows and outflows of cash and with financial position. Okay, just remember that when you prepare the master budget, there are two components in the budget. The operating component, or quantity of production or labor hours or anything, and the second component is the financial component, which is the dollar and cents. Okay, and then this is about the role of budgeting and planning and control. Just remember these 3 points. The first one is data used to create the budget come from many sources. When the budget committee prepare the budget, they use data from many sources. The sales forecast is the basis for the sales budget, which is the basis for all of other operating budgets and most of the financial budget. So always remember, the process of preparing a master budget is started with sales budget, and the sales budget is based on the number of expected sales that the business will make in the future, in the next several months, or in the next year, or in the next quarter. And then number 3, a continuous or rolling budget is a moving 12 months budget. I have explained this in the previous lecture, I think. Okay, this is the first thing that you have to know about the master budget: preparing the operating budget. This is related to the operating component of the master budget. So see here the step. The first step of preparing the operating budget is to prepare the sales budget, like I said earlier. In the master budget, the process is started with sales budget, and the sales budget is prepared based on the number of expected sales that the business will make in the next year, or in the next month, or in the next quarter. So the logic is like this: if the business expect that next month or next quarter its sales is high, then everything in the business will follow. If the expected sales is high, the production has to be high in quantity. The cost has to be also high in dollar, of course, and everything will goes up. if a business expect that in the next month or in the next quarter sales will decrease, then everything related to the business will also decrease. The production will decrease, the cost will decrease, the other things also decreasing, also will decrease. So that's why the process of preparing the master budget is started with sales budget. So the second step in preparing the operating component of the master budget is to prepare the production budget. So like I said earlier, after the business has decided about the sales or has planned or budget for the sales, the business can plan for the production, can budget for the production. And then step number 3 can be done. After the business has number for the production, the business can plan for the direct material, and then number 4 direct labor, and number 5 is the overhead. Remember, when you learn about when you did the ACT3131, the first thing that you learn is in management accounting, the production cost is there are 3 production costs: direct material, direct labor, and overhead. That's why, see here, step number 2 is production budget. So after the business has got production budget or number of production, then the business can prepare budget for the 3 costs of production, which are the direct material, direct labor, and overhead. Okay, then after the business has prepared the budget for direct labor, direct material, and overhead, the business can do budget number 6, ending finished goods inventory budget. And then the business can do number 7, cost of goods sold budget, number 8, marketing expense budget, number 9, research and development budget, and number 10, admin expense budget. And the last one, I think, in the master budget is preparing the budgeted income statement. Okay, now this is the step 1. This is the step 1 in preparing the operating aspect or component of the master budget. So the first one is in accordance with the previous slide, the first budget in the master budget is the sales budget. Okay, in this slide, the sales budget is given number 1 or schedule 1. Okay, so let's see here the example. The company is ABT Incorporated. The name of the budget is sales budget. So there is a financial year there, and then the budget is divided into quarter or quarterly budget. So see here, so you have to memorize this. I think you have learned about budget when you did ACT3131. If I'm not mistaken, you have learned about budget in MA1, but now here you I think you learn about it in more detail. But let's see this. If you have seen this before in ACT3131, then this is not difficult for you. So the sales budget is started with the estimate of the unit of sales. So a business we start the process of preparing the master budget by estimating the quantity of sales first. Okay, see here the example here. For this business or this company, the expected sales. Okay, another thing to see here is here the number is, the unit is in thousands. So see, so for the units, first quarter, the company estimated that it will or it can sell 2 million units. The number there is 2,000, but the unit is in thousands. So 2,000, you have to add 3 zeros at the back of the number. So units expected for our first quarter is 2 million units of product. Quarter 2, 6 million units of product. Quarter 3 is also 6 million units of product. Quarter 4 is 2 million unit of product. So the total unit of sales for the year is 16 million units. So see, the numbers are not equal. The numbers are not equal. Quarter 1 is low quantity, quarter 2 is higher quantity, quarter 3 is also high quantity, quarter 4 is low. So this is always happen. A business has its own cycle. In some periods, the sales are high. In other periods, the sales are low. In Malaysia, the cycle may be not very clear, but in the Western countries, the cycle is very clear because they have 4 seasons. So things that they can sell well in summer cannot be sold very well in winter. So the thing that they can sell in warm seasons cannot be sold very well during the cold seasons. So that's why they have a very clear cycle. And also in the Western countries, the Christmas is very influential in the economic cycle. During the Christmas, 1 month or 2 months before the Christmas, everybody will do shopping for the presents and preparation of the Christmas. After the Christmas, the sales will drop because people start to pay back their credit cards and things that they stop their spending become less. Okay, that's in the Western countries. Okay, so that's why, okay, just want to explain about why the number of sales is not equal every quarter or every month. So see here, the first thing is the units of sales, and then the second thing is, remember in the sales budget, you have to times the unit or quantity of production, the unit of sales with the unit selling price. In this example, the unit selling price in quarter 1 and quarter 2 is 70 cents per unit, and quarter 3 and 4 is 80 cents per unit. So the assumption is most of the time is the logic is like this: the price of a product will increase over time. That is the simple logic. So then you have to calculate the total sales or sales in dollar. So for quarter 1, units are 2 million times 70 cents. So the sales dollar is equal to 1.4 million. Quarter 2, 6 million unit of sales times 70 cents. So the number for sales dollar is equal to 4.2 million. So you can see the total in quarter 3 and quarter 4. So the total for the year is $12 million. Okay, this is sales budget. I think you have to memorize this. If a question asks you to prepare a sales budget, then straight away you have to know. The format for the sales budget is the quantity of sales times the price and equal to the sales dollar. So very simple, very easy to memorize this sales budget. So remember the second step in the master budget. The second step is to prepare the production budget. So see here, the sales forecast is the basis for the sales budget. The accuracy of the sales forecast strongly affect the soundness of the entire master budget. Okay, so sales forecast or estimate is very important. If you have your own business in the future, always remember the dollar of sales and quantity of sales will influence everything inside your business. When the sales is low, everything has to be will drop. If sales high, everything will become higher or more. So the next step after preparing the sales budget is to prepare the production budget. So so first thing about the production budget, remember this. If you expect that next month you can sell, let's say you have a business, if you expect that next month you can sell, or you will have to sell, you can sell or you plan to sell 1,000 unit product. You have a business, next month you plan to sell 1,000 product. So if the sales number is 1,000, will you produce 1,000 or more or less? So always remember this. If a business, if your business will have to sell 1,000 unit product in the next month, you have to produce more. The reason is your business has to keep ending inventories. Why a business has to keep ending inventories? So if you do not know the reason, then you have to read. A business has to keep ending inventories. That is the basic logic. So here, when you want to prepare the production budget, you remember this formula. Unit to be produced equal to expected unit of sales plus ending inventory minus beginning inventory. Okay, so why you minus ending inventory? Because when a business year or business quarter is started, so most of the time, if your business has operated in the previous year or in the previous accounting period, you already have some beginning inventory. So if you have the beginning inventory, you don't have to produce because you have some. So to calculate the production unit, you have to see the expected or estimated quantity of sales, and then you have to plus the ending inventory and minus the beginning inventory that you already have in the business. Okay, so just see here the format for the production budget. See here, you have to memorize this format. If a question asks you to prepare a production budget, then you have to know how to prepare the budget. So this budget is given number 2 or schedule 2. Okay, see here, the production budget is started with the number from the sales budget, which is schedule 1. So see here, the first thing that you have to write when you prepare the production budget is you have to show the quantity of sales. This quantity of sales is coming from the sales budget or schedule 1. So you show the number of sales, the quantity of sales. Here you can see that 2 million, 6 million, 6 million and 2 million. The total for the year is 16 million. So the second thing that you have to show in the production budget is the desired ending inventory. So in this sample question or in this example, the desired ending inventory is 500, 500, 100 and 100, or 500,000, 500,000, 100,000 unit and 100,000 unit. So the number of the desired ending inventory depends on the situation. Some companies, they want to maintain same quantity of ending inventory every quarter or every month. Other companies, they want to keep the ending inventory based on percentage of the next month sales, or based on the percentage of the current month sales. So the number is not fixed. Always remember, if you have to do this budget, you have to read the question about the data. You have to read the question properly and carefully, and check what is the policy of the company related to the ending inventory. How many ending inventory the company want to keep. Okay, see here. So we look at the first quarter. The unit of production is, the unit of sales is 2 million. The desired ending inventory is 500,000. So the total needs equal to 2.5 million units. And then you have to less the beginning inventory. The beginning inventory in this sample question, or in the sample budget, is 100,000. If it is a question, then the question will give the data about the beginning inventory also. If the business is just started, then the beginning inventory is 0. If the business or the company has existed in the previous year, then the company will have the beginning inventory. So units to be produced is equal to 2.4 million units for quarter 1. And then after that, you have to calculate the same thing for the quarter 2. Quarter 2, the unit of sales or the budgeted sales is 6 million. And then desired ending inventory in this sample budget is 500,000. So total needs is 6.5 million units less beginning inventory 500,000. So beginning inventory in quarter 2 is the ending inventory of quarter 1. So you are a accounting student, you know. Beginning inventory of quarter 2 is the ending inventory of quarter 1. And then quarter 3, the beginning inventory of quarter 3 is the ending inventory of quarter 2. For quarter 4, the beginning inventory of quarter 4 is the ending inventory for quarter 3. And then you can calculate everything. And then you check the year, the total data for the year. For the year, total sales quantity is 16 million. And then desired ending inventory is 100,000. What is where the 100,000 units coming from? From the ending inventory in quarter 4. Ending inventory in quarter 4 is the ending inventory of the year. And then the number total needs during the year is 100,000. And then less beginning inventory 100,000. So where this 100,000 is coming from? The 100,000 is coming from the beginning inventory of quarter 1, because that beginning inventory in quarter 1 is the beginning inventory for the year. Okay, so the total unit to be produced during the year is equal to 16 million units. Okay, this is the production budget. Remember the format and then you can do it. Okay, schedule number 3 or step number 3. Like I said earlier, after a company knows how many units they want to produce, they can do budget or prepare budget for the cost, the direct material cost, direct labor cost, and the overhead cost. So see here, very simple, very easy. You have seen that, you have seen this before. This is no challenge at all, isn't it? So first thing you have to remember is Okay, budget number 3. When you prepare the budget number 3, you refer to budget number 2. Like I said earlier, when the direct material cost is calculated based on the number of production. The higher the production, the higher the material cost. So see here, the first item in the budget, in the direct material budget is you have to use the unit to be produced. The unit to be produced here is coming from the production budget. 2.4 million unit, quarter 2 6 million, quarter 3 5.6 million, quarter 4 2 million, total for the year is 16 million units. So the second item in this direct material budget is the direct material per unit. In this sample budget, for every unit of material, for every unit of product, the direct material cost is $26. So the production needs, so the unit to be produced times the direct material cost per unit equal to the production needs. The production needs is equal to quarter 1 62,400,000, quarter 2 156 million, quarter 3 145,600,000, and quarter 4 52 million. Total for the year is 416 million. Okay, remember this. A company, when they purchase raw material for the production, they also have to keep ending inventory for the material. That's why you see here, after you have calculated the production needs, you have to show the desired ending inventory. Oh, maybe I made a mistake. So item number 1, unit to be produced, 2.4 million, 6 million, 5.6 million, 2 million. Item number 2 is direct material per unit. So it means that for every one product, the material that is needed for the that is needed to produce the product is 26 pounds. Okay, so 26 pounds. So in quarter 1, unit to be produced is 2.4 million times 26 pounds of material for one unit. So total production needs or total raw material needs for the quarter is 62,400,000 pounds of material. Okay, so and the next thing is desired ending inventory in pounds. Pounds is the unit used in Malaysia. We use kilogram. This textbook is coming from US. In the US, they use pounds to measure weight. So the 2 pounds is equal to 1 kilogram. That is the measurement. 2 pound is almost equal to 1 kilogram. So see here, the item number 4 that you have to show in the raw material the direct material budget is the desired ending inventory. So in quarter 1, the desired ending inventory is 8,000, quarter 2 8,000, quarter 3, 5, sorry, 8 million, 8 million, and 5 million, sorry, 8,000 pounds, 8,000 pounds, 5,000 pounds. I got confused. Per unit, and then 8 million pounds, sorry, quarter 1 8 million pounds, quarter 2 8 million pounds, quarter 3 5 million pounds, quarter 4 5 million pounds. So the number here in thousand, the only exact number is item number 2. Item number 2 is the exact number. Other items are expressed in thousands. So total material needs in quarter 1 is 70,400,000 pounds. Okay, in the second quarters, 164 million pounds. Quarter 3, 150,600,000 pounds. Quarter 4, 57 million pounds. Total material needed for the year is 420,000 pounds. Sorry, 421 million pounds. Okay, and then see here, you have added the in the inventory, and then the next thing in the budget is after you have added the end inventory, you get the total needs, total material needs, and then you have to minus beginning inventory. In this question, the beginning inventory is 5 million pounds in quarter 1, quarter 2 8 million pounds, quarter 3 8 million pounds, quarter 4 5 million pounds. So you will get the direct material to be purchased. In quarter 1, 70,400,000 pounds plus 5 million minus 5 million pounds. The direct material to be purchased equal to 65,400,000 pounds. So in this sample direct material budget, the cost per pound is 1 cent. So the total purchase cost of material equal to 654,000 pounds. Sorry, $654,000. In quarter 2, the total purchase cost is $1.56 million. Quarter 3 is around $1.4 million. Quarter 4 is only $520,000. Total for the year, it is estimated or budgeted the company will have to spend $4.16 million for the direct material cost. Okay, so the main thing is you have to memorize the format. The format is here. See, the format is when you prepare the budget for direct material, the first item is unit to be produced. This is coming from the production budget, and then times the direct material per unit. You will get the production needs, and then plus desired ending inventory for the material, and then minus the beginning inventory of the material, and then you will get the direct material to be purchased, and then you times the cost per unit of the inventory, then you will get the final number in the direct material budget, which is the total purchase cost. Okay, step number 4 in the master budget is to prepare the direct labor budget. Direct labor is related to direct labor cost is related to labor hours and labor rate. Labor rate is the how many dollar the company pay to a worker for 1 hour of working. So let's see here the format for the direct labor budget. Okay, you have to show the 4 quarters and total for the year. The first item in the labor budget is unit to be produced. Okay, remember I have told you earlier, when you prepare budget for the direct material cost, direct material, direct labor and overhead, these budgets are based on the quantity of production. The higher the quantity of production, the higher the budget of the production cost. Okay, so see here, the first item is you have to refer to budget number 2 or schedule 2, unit to be produced. See the number in quarter 1, 2, 3 and 4. The second item in this budget is the direct labor time per unit. Okay, in this sample budget, for 1 unit of product produced by this business, the direct labor time is 0.015 hour. Okay, so after you have that number, you can calculate the item number 3 in the budget. The item number 3 is total hours needed. Item 1 times item 2, you get the item number 3, the hours needed. So see the quarter 1, unit to be produced is 2.4 million unit. Every unit is related to 0.015 labor hour. So total hours needed is 36 or 36. I think 36,000 hour. Or only 36,000 hour. And then the wage per hour is $8 per hour. So in US, this is normal. For a factory worker, they will pay $8 per hour. So imagine in one day, a factory worker can get 8 hours times $8, $64 per day for US worker, factory worker. So so the total direct labor cost for quarter 1 is $288,000. You have to calculate the same thing for the quarter 2, 3 and 4, and then you have to calculate the total for the year. In this sample budget, the total for the year is $1,920,000 direct labor cost for the year. Budgeted direct labor cost for the year. Okay, memorize the format and you can answer, or you can do this budget. Okay, this is the last thing that I want to cover in this lecture. Budget number 5 or schedule 5, overhead budget. Okay, remember in management accounting, when you calculate the overhead, you have to use POHR, predetermined overhead rate. And the overhead cost most of the time has variable component and fixed component. Okay, so this is the overhead budget. This is overhead budget. So remember the format. Item number 1 in the overhead budget is budgeted direct labor hours. So in this sample budget, it is assumed that the allocation base used by the business in calculating the overhead is the direct labor hours. So if the allocation base is direct labor hour, then you have to refer to schedule number 4 or budget number 4. Sometimes the allocation base is based on machine hour, so you have to remember you have to refer to machine hour data. Depends on the situation related to the business. So here the direct labor hour, budgeted direct labor hour is 36,000 in quarter 1, 90,000 in quarter 2, 84,000 in quarter 3, 30,000 in quarter 4. Total for the year is 240,000 labor hours. And then you have to times the variable overhead rate. So this overhead rate is coming from calculation of POHR. A business should have a predetermined overhead rate. So in this sample budget, the overhead rate is $8 per labor hour. So you times $8 every quarter. You put $8, and then after that you can calculate the item number 4 in the budget, budgeted variable overhead cost. So quarter 1, you see there the budgeted variable overhead cost is equal to $288,000. After that, you have to add the item number 4 in the budget, which is the budgeted fixed overhead cost. The budgeted fixed overhead cost is will be given. If there is a question, then the question will give you the number for the budgeted fixed overhead. In this sample budget, the fixed overhead is same every quarter, $320,000. Okay, after you have you put the item number 4, then you can calculate the total budgeted overhead cost, the last item in this budget, I think. So total overhead cost in this sample budget is you can see there. So you can calculate the total or yearly data. In this sample budget, the total of budgeted overhead cost for the year is 3.2 million. So this is I think I will stop here. So remember, I think the most important thing is you have to memorize the format, and then you can prepare all the budgets. Thank you very much. You have to write your metric number in the comment section, so that I can take it as the attendance for the lecture. And then the second thing is if you still do not subscribe to my YouTube channel, then you can subscribe. You subscribe after you watch the video, then it will the YouTube will add your name as a subscriber. If you watch you do not watch the video, you just visit and you subscribe, then the YouTube will not accept you as a subscriber. Thank you very much again.